Yes.
Can I have a motion to approve the minutes?
So moved.
Second.
Any further discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Is there anyone here for petitions, communications, or public hearing? I'm not seeing any. We'll move on to the discussion and updates.
I have the project updates. First one, there's Phase 5A Long-Term Control Plan. The contractor has now completed all of the trunk line installation. So they are focusing on all the drop inlet installs right now. In addition to having completed the trunk line work, they've also had completed all their sanitary sewer tie-ins. And both crews are working together right now to put in the inlets. I think they got 4 in yesterday and 6 today. If they average 5 a day, they'll be on track to get done on time. Brought change order number 3 to present today. It's still kind of a draft copy. I'll get to that when we get to considerations. Next update is for Arlington Sewer Extension. We got our environmental documents back to the Army Corps, so that's back in their court. We've also completed most of their comments for their final design submission, and we are waiting on a date from them to send it back to them. For the task orders, the GIS system is all up and running. We'll bring a final invoice for that to the next meeting. That one was completed under budget. The interceptor cleaning, I was working with one of our other engineers to revise the quantities to bid that as a tonnage of material removed instead of just cleaning the line. We expect to have that wrapped up and out hopefully by the end of this month. And then for Ferry Street improvements, we have the planning document almost ready to complete. It will go into IGDC on the 10th of March. If there's no questions on those, I'll move to the Wolf Summit Sewer Extension update. Pro Contracting is working on the sewer extension on this side of the railroad tracks. They've completed the work on Joyce Street. They were backfilling the top of the trench today when I drove by, and they are now working on the Pike Street portion of it.
What's the date on that one, do you know,
What's that?
for completion?
There's a milestone on that one, Dan. Do you know it offhand?
They're supposed to be done by March 1st, out of the road.
Out of the road by March 1st.
It might be up, the goal is just to get off where they're paving, but the alley that heads along kind of Menard's parking lot towards the railroad tracks, they've been working that. The milestone was to get off Pike and Joyce.
By March 1st. By
Yes.
March 1st?
Yes.
That's all I have for updates, but I do have a comment on that change order when we get to it.
Thank you.
All right.
Next, we have consideration for change order number 3.
It's the next one. So the change order that's in the packet, the contractors agreed to the quantities, but they have not sent me a formal agreement of the price on it. I mentioned at the last meeting that it looked like their stone cost was unintentionally doubled up based on the trench width where they installed storm and sanitary in the same trench. So I sent them back corrected trench widths, and they agreed to the quantities. I'm still waiting on confirmation if they'll accept the price. If at today's meeting, if we could have a motion to approve that as not to exceed. As long as there's no cost changes, I can bring that in at a later date to get signed. And this really just covers all their stone backfill from unsuitable materials and where they're coming up mostly on Main Street.
Make a motion to approve the change order number 3 to Independent Enterprises Inc. For the LTCP Phase 5A in the amount of not to exceed to $367,293.82.
Second.
Any further discussion? Did they provide how much aggregate they actually needed? The volume, the actual amount?
So they took a distance from, they did. They took from the top of pipe, which is what our specs say, up to the bottom of what they have to put in for the subbase for the asphalt. And when they calculated everything out, they took the width of the trench where they were putting storm and sanitary in the same trench. It was 11 foot wide. They were saying that was 11 foot wide for sanitary and 11 foot wide for storm. In reality, it was, I think, 5 foot wide for sanitary, 6 foot wide for storm. But the quantities are in one of their, I don't know if I have the original breakdown included in the change order. I can put that in there. My correct quantities are in one of the attachments where I have stuff highlighted in green and some red text.
Okay, those are my questions. Anyone else? All those in favor?
Aye.
Next, we have contractor pay application number 12.
Madam Chairman, I make a motion that we award pay application number 12 to Independent Enterprises, Inc. in the amount of $485,307.
I'll second.
Any further discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Next, we have Thrasher invoice for phase 5A.
I'll make a motion to approve Thrasher's invoice for the LTCP 5A, Phase 5A in the amount of $10,000.
Second.
Any further discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Next, we have a Thrasher invoice for phase 5B.
I make a motion that we approve the invoice to Thrasher Engineering for Clarksburg Phase 5B, and that amount is $21,000.
I'll second.
Any further discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Next, we have the invoice for the Arlington Sewer Extension.
I make a motion to approve the Thrasher invoice for the Arlington Sewer Extension to Thrasher Engineering in the amount of $40,500.
Second.
Any further discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye, I'm sorry.
That's okay. Next, we have the contractor pay application for the Wolf Summit Sewer Extension.
Madam Chairman, for the Wolf Summit Sewer Extension, I make a motion that we approve payment or application to Pro Contracting, Inc. in the amount of $104,921.43.
I'll second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Last, we have an ordinance of the city of Clarksburg amending and reacting the code of the city of Clarksburg relating to the imposition of rates for the use of services rendered.
Do we need a motion to approve this ordinance?
Yes, and then it goes to council for 2 readings.
Okay, so we're going to make a motion to send it to council. I so move approval of this ordinance as by title.
I'll second.
Any further discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Mr. Farr, do you have anything to report?
Yeah, just one question, I guess. I know we talked about this before, but since the last meeting, they're still working downtown or whatever. What's the update as far as completion of, I guess, not only our job, but also the gas company? I mean, when are they going to be done, I guess is my question. Do you have any idea?
Yeah, the gas company, to my knowledge, is complete with their main line installation. Last Saturday, we were doing some tie-ins. I think they completed those as well.
Okay,
As far as Independence work goes, they're still laying water line on Pike and Main Streets, and the sewer crews are installing the drop inlets. I think starting at Wendy's, they've made it up to almost to McDonald's today. They still have to come all the way up to 6th Street on Pike and Main.
so water line, any idea on the time frame?
I think on the main streets, they're still shooting, Bobby, can you help me over there? Still shooting to be done by the end of the month on main lines.
Which month?
With much.
It's not gonna be done by the end of February. It's gonna stretch into March.
By the end of March?
2 weeks with the weather.
By the end of March, you think?
Yeah, I think they're gonna be the end of March, and then they did tell me they were gonna start paving their trenches in 2 weeks, is what they told me just a minute ago, as long as they get asphalt. So once they get off that stretch by McDonald's and get up through there, we'll start paving their trench. That's what the gas company's doing, they're concreting their trenches now.
Okay.
The majority of the work is in that end right now. It's all
Right.
congested from 6th Street to
McDonald's.
Ferry or
Okay, yeah,
on
okay,
Main, and then on Peck Street on Pike.
okay.
Yeah, it's gonna stretch into March.
Mr. Ferrari, if I may, gas company is done with their main line installation and service line installation. The only thing that they are still currently working on, as Bobby said, was their trench repairs, sidewalk repairs, and they also are still trying to get underneath Elk Creek from E.B. Saunders Way to Monticello. So as far as the actual in-town road work, the only thing they currently have is the road repairs and sidewalk repairs.
Okay, Mr. Chalmers, do you have? Kim?
I gave you all my report, there is nothing out of the ordinary, just, you're on schedule with revenues and expenditures. The balances are going pretty well. And that's it.
Can we have a work session on the budget before a month before we vote on it, like we did last year? So we,
Kim, the highlighted payments to the contractor at the bottom there, are those?
I haven't been paid yet, I believe on money. I had an error, sitting at someone who ever tired.
Gotcha.
And then when I got it right, people had another hearing. So they walked me through doing that. So I said, by the end of the week, and I'll add today's to it.
Gotcha, they haven't claimed yet.
I'm surprised.
I'm surprised too.
Drew?
For the month of January, we had no violations to report, treated approximately 253 million gallons of wastewater. We also brought an additional 184,550 gallons of septic. Sewer wise, we're continuing to lay bed blocks for the new garage. We should be finished laying those this week, and then I'm talking to Aki still to have them go ahead and deliver that, and put the new garage together. We're also installing a new main line up in Linwood Hills. Hopefully we'll be finished it by Thursday. Other stuff we've been doing, we've assisted public works with snow removal, cleaning up catch basins, we've hauled cinders, picked up trash downtown. We are currently trying to get back over to the Longhorn and take that gas line out. And we've probably started on the sanitary board budget about how all the reports that I need, so should be wrapping it up here shortly.
Perfect. Larry? Tim?
Just a couple of things. Thank you for approving the tariff. That's now forwarded to the competent hands of the city manager and the city attorney to run through city council 2 readings. And Tiffany, if you want me to come to those council sessions or work sessions, just let me know. I certainly make myself available. Summit Park, we have a final order from the PSC approving the conveyance. So we're now staff to staff working. We just had a meeting this morning with the Summit Park folks. We've got the deeds. Of course, we're acquiring the building and a truck. And a trailer, apparently.
Yeah, we want a trailer.
One trailer today. What we're doing is being very careful about the disposition of all that equipment so that in the end, it's properly disposed of. What we would take, the water board would take, we're dividing it by revenue sources, who bought it. If the water customers bought it, the water board gets it. Conversely, sewer to sewer, which is why we're getting the bill. Closing April 1st, we're right on track, so we should be able to finish this all up and continue on.
Yeah, we already picked up a bunch of stuff today, and the water board took a bunch today as well.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Dan,
I'm good.
Anthony, we're good.
Okay.
Jason?
I'd like to give credit where credit's due. I feel confident in the fact of change order number 3 that Anthony and Bobby and them have been working on. I feel confident that they are trying to help us as taxpaying citizens be fiscally responsible and come up with the best solution for that money.
Well, that's everyone. Have a motion to adjourn.
So move.
All those in favor?
Aye.